Hey everyone, Alice here for the weekend quick energy check-in reading. So we're just going to go through Aries through Pisces. We're going to lay it all out and just see kind of what the incoming energy is like right now for everyone, kind of in a collective sort of way. It's like a collective reading, but also you can look at your signs individually. It'll make sense, but that's just like the best way that I can describe it, which I've never described it very well. But it is a quick reading, just, for the weekend. Well, it's not for the weekend, but, you know what I mean. I hope you know what I mean. I don't know what I mean half the time. Technically, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you find it is when you're meant to find it. There may be a message in here for you. I'm just gonna move that. Just keep in mind that this is also a general reading, so not everything may apply to your situation. Just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Use your intuition. If it doesn't apply to you, to your situation, then it may not be meant for you, or it could be future influence. Use your intuition. You could check another sign. Maybe there's something there, or another video, or I'm just saying, just if it doesn't feel right, then don't try to force it. Don't try to make it, your story. Then it's just not meant for you. Sometimes we come across like tarot readings and videos and it doesn't make any sense, but sometimes that's not why you came across it. I mean, there could be a message, like a singular message in there for you, but like overall, maybe you just came across the video because you were meant to discover maybe a certain YouTube reader or like tarot reader, or it was like a step to lead you to something else. Because you know how that happens when you're online, like you watch one video and then the related video leads you to another video and then leads you to another video. It could be that. It could just be a little stepping stone to what you should be, what the message is like trying to get to you. I mean, sometimes your intuition's just blocked and like spirit's just really trying to like hammer a message, and to you it doesn't seem like anything, but it's like pay more attention to your intuition. Anyways, you can check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus signs, or any sign that you feel drawn to. Like I said, use your intuition. If it feels good, do it. If you appreciate, I mean, I appreciate you, and if you appreciate me, then we appreciate each other. But if you like this reading, if you find it interesting or entertaining or helpful in any way, I do appreciate it if you could like, share, and subscribe. That helps me do more with the channel. If you'd like to be notified when I post new readings up, you can hit the notification bell. And I try to post at least twice a week. Like the weekend readings and the weekly readings are kind of like staples. I try to put those out each week, at the very least, bare minimum. Unless like I'm like sick and dying, then those are gonna be what I put out. Sometimes not always on time. So anyways, we do what we can. All right, let's see what's going on in the energy for anyone that finds this video. That's my intention. My intentions are always whoever finds the video. It's not like everybody, because I can't do that for everybody. But it's kind of like, if you find this video, then there may be something in here for you, because that is my intention. So what's going on? What is going on? This deck is so flexible. Okay. Overall energy. Ooh. We have the devil in reverse. Crossed by the Knight of Cups in reverse. What's going on here? So there seems to be, I would say this is healing, pretty much. Some healing going on here. I'm also getting like there may be some sort of fear here, not in the same way as like fear is holding you back, like when the devil's upright. That's more like fear that, you know, the devil whispering in your ear and making it, you know, causing insecurities and, you know, toxic thoughts, toxic behavior and all that. No, in reverse, it's more about fear of like it's almost being afraid to even conquer your demons in a way, because it is a bit of like, well, I don't know what's gonna happen here. And part of that is, you know, this Knight of Cups in reverse. You know, knights always have a goal, and the Knight of Cups, their goal is usually, you know, to follow their heart in some way here, or to, you know, be guided by their emotions. And it kind of feels like there is a bit of like a distraction here, because it's like I'm afraid if I deal with my demons, like I don't know what's gonna come up. That's what this feels like. It's like if I like work on my shadow work, or if I like confront my demons. When I say demons, I don't mean actual demons, but you know what I mean, like those insecurities, those fears that we have. It almost feels like an energy. If I do that, like I don't really know what's gonna happen, and it kind of like there's a bit of a blockage here from it, you know, a bit of distraction. Like that is kind of the reason. No, I wouldn't say like it is what is blocking this. It's like I don't really want to deal with it right now, and so there's a lot of sort of distractions going on here. Like I'm just going to distract myself here. Now under that we have the Six of Coins with the Queen of Swords in reverse. I mean, this is like a cold shoulder. This is Six of Coins, like asking for help. It's like you're not, well, I don't know if you, but somebody here is, maybe they tried to ask for help and they got the cold shoulder here. So now it's like, okay, well, I don't really, like now I have to deal with this. Almost like I got to deal with it on my own, and I don't really know where this is gonna go. Okay. I mean, it's fine to be afraid. I mean, not like it's like I don't really know what's gonna happen next kind of energy here. So it's like I'm just gonna distract myself with other things for now, like, or I'm just going to ignore it and hope it goes away. It doesn't. The devil doesn't go away. But that is the energy here. So the overall energy, I'm gonna try to ignore this until it goes away. But when I say ignore, it's like just go off and do other things. These other things could be like things that you think would help. Like, I'm trying to think of an example, because it is like things I can't think of fucking, like the only example I can think of, because I'm such a fucking gamer, is just playing video games. You know, when you play video games to distract yourself away from your life. But I know not everybody relates to that. That's why I try to think of things that are relatable. I mean, it can be anything in that matter, because it's like I like to play video games, right? You know, video games are fun to me. I find joy, I guess you could say it that way, in playing video games. But when you use it as a distraction, you know, it becomes something else. You know, it becomes toxic, it becomes detrimental to you. And that's kind of this energy here. It's like avoiding dealing with something here, because it's like I don't know what's gonna happen if I deal with it. So I just don't want to deal with it right now. Okay, all right, let's get into the signs and we'll see what's going on with this energy. So this is the overall energy. This applies to everybody. That's why I'm spending time on it. Okay, so we'll start with Aries. Aries, what is your incoming energy here? We have the Knight of Swords. All right, we saw it. Aries always gets like the sneak peek because the card usually flips out while I'm doing it. So we have the Knight of Swords here. You are moving towards something. Like I said, the Knights always have a goal in mind. They're moving towards. Your energy here is, it feels like you're trying to convince not just you, but the people around you that you're okay. I don't know what we'll get into it. I don't know what you're trying to convince. It's your truth. It's some sort of truth that, you know, I'm not distracting myself. I'm dealing with this shit. Like, it's like you're trying to convince yourself and other people that you're not doing this. That you're not, that you're not basically procrastinating, I guess you can put it that way. Okay, let's see. Where is this energy coming from? Or just tell me more about it, I guess. Oh. 10 of Wands. Page of Wands in reverse. I'm getting like responsibilities here. It's like you may be feeling like you have a lot of responsibilities to do like right now, and that it's like, I can't deal with this shit right now. So it's like you're trying to convince yourself and other people around you that you don't have to deal with this shit, because you're like, I have too much on my plate right now, and this is just like, because like I said, it's afraid of like what will happen if you really deal with this, whatever this is. So it's like, if you deal with it, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if it's going to, like, if it's with a person, you don't know if that's going to be an argument. You don't know if it's going to be bad or anything. It's almost like, I'm just going to ignore the elephant in the room, basically, here. And I'm going to convince myself there isn't an elephant there because I have too much on my plate right now. I can't be dealing with this shit right now. That's you, Aries. Mover and shaker over here. Okay, so where's this heading in the current energy? Where will your energy here be heading towards? This Knight of Swords. Where's this Knight of Swords gonna end up if he keeps on riding in this direction? Knight of Wands. You're gonna get exhausted. It's actually going to tire you out. Yeah, there's a Knight of Wands, another knight. All this action, you know. It's like something is going to happen, whether this is you or somebody else. You know, there's going to be some sort of action here, whether you do something or somebody else does something. You know, there's going to be a lot of energy putting into, it's like a lot of energy in avoiding this, and it's just going to tire you out. I feel like you're still going to be hanging around. It's just you're going to get exhausted. I feel more physically exhausted. So if this is something, because there's a lot of energy being put, like actual energy. So my suggestion would be probably your solar plexus is probably gonna need some rest here, because there's a lot of actual energy, like stamina, vitality here. Okay, Taurus. We have the 9 of Wands, but in reverse. Similar. See, they always connect. So 9 of Wands in reverse here. You take this whatever this is, it's a personal issue for you. This is something that's been going on for a while. And it's fairly personal, whatever this is, whatever this elephant in the room is that you don't want to deal with right now, and you're distracting yourself from. It's a personal issue that you have here. And it's a struggle. It's a struggle for you to try to distract yourself away from it. Let's see what else I can get here, Taurus. Three of Pentacles in reverse. The Six of Wands. I mean, this has to do with somebody. There may be one or two people involved here, like other people other than you. You know, the Six of Wands in this deck in particular, you know, it has a celebration on it. I don't think that that's you though in the middle. It's more that you're seeing this, you're paying attention to two other people who are together here. You might be the third party in this situation here. So I mean, the best, yeah, like, I mean, it's not going to apply to everybody, and I'm not psychic, but you know what I'm getting here is an energy of perhaps you might like somebody, but they're already in a committed relationship. I mean, that's kind of the best way I can describe that energy. You know, take it as it resonates, you know, apply it how you want. If it's not a relationship, then it's something about, like, it's kind of like on the outside, like you're just kind of, you're not part of the group here kind of thing. So it doesn't have to be a relationship. It can just be a friend group. You know, maybe there's a friend group going on and they all seem pretty happy and all that, and you want to be a part of it, but you're kind of on the outside. Why the Little Mermaid popped into my head. I mean, I guess it's a little like that. It's part of your world. I would like to be part of your world is also kind of, that's popped into my head. Or maybe it's just the teaser trailer for the live action. I don't know. I have thoughts about that. I'm not sharing it here. Whereas, because people probably won't like what I have to say about it. I'll just say that I don't really like any of the Disney live action remakes, but it's not really fair for me to say because I actually haven't watched most of them. Actually, I haven't watched any of them. Not even Maleficent. I've heard Cinderella isn't that bad, but I haven't watched any of them. So my opinion doesn't matter. Okay, where's this energy heading towards? Taurus. Okay. I'm not going to put the Wheel of Fortune, but it's there. We have the Seven of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune is here. I feel like you're just going to stand your ground here. And you're just kind of going to wait and see what happens here. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune is also, like, I'm getting time from this. You know, letting time pass by and just kind of standing your ground here. You know, being on the defense here. I don't see you dealing with this. I feel like this is still going to be on the back burner here, and this is just an energy of, like, I'm just going to defend my ground here. I'm going to stand for what I believe is the truth here. And I think there's also an energy of, like it's like you believe that over time things will work out. So I'm just going to, you know, stand here. So whatever it is that you want to be a part of, like if it is a relationship here, if you have, like, if you're interested in somebody and they're with somebody else, it's like you almost sense that that relationship isn't going to work, and like it's only a matter of time before that goes away. And then, like, yeah. Or if it's like a friend group, then it's like, you know, that's only a matter of time before you get invited or something. So it's like, I'm going to stand my ground here. And I'm not going to think about this toxic behavior. Now, like I said, I mean, this doesn't have to be a bad thing either. It can be like, well, I don't want to get into these toxic thoughts. You know, I don't want to fall down that toxic hole. So I'm going to try to distract myself with things. It can be that as well. And which for you, Taurus, might fall more into that. It's like, it's a struggle, and it's a struggle not to think about, you know, the negative thoughts here. But so it's like, I'm just going to distract myself, but you know, It's like you believe almost that eventually things are going to work out in your favor. You could be just putting your faith in the universe, that the universe is going to work things out for you. Okay, whoops. Drop the card. Okay. Gemini. We have the Four, is that a 4? Yes, the Four of Cups in reverse. Alice has problems reading Roman numerals in reverse. Four of Cups in reverse. This energy for you is like, you know that you should be paying more attention to this, but you're not going to. But you know you should be. There's also you wanting to emotionally detach yourself from this as well, because you don't really feel like it's going to be very helpful in the long run. It's like, I don't even want to deal with this, because what's the point? What's the point in dealing with this? It's just not going to help. I mean, that's the energy I get here. There's no point in me going through whatever this is, dealing with my shadow like side and all of this shit. There's no point in me going through that, because you're in this energy of, it's not going to help me anyways. I mean, it might not. Let's see, Gemini, what else can we get about this energy? Two of Cups in reverse. Page of Wands. Okay, so there may be a breakup here. Like, that has already happened. Okay, I'm not saying. Or what I'm also getting, well, I mean, it's the same thing. I feel like somebody here who you've been separated from is kind of knocking on your door here, sending you a message. Yeah, I feel like there was a connection that there was a separation from, and it's either they're sending you a message or you're curious about them and wanting to send them a message. But it's almost like, you know, there are it's complicated, and there are problems here, and there are things that you need to figure out, and it's almost like, I don't feel like you've given up completely, but it's just, you're like, what's the point? What's the point in me, like, you know, like, you're curious about them, but it's like, you're kind of like, well, what's the point? What's the point in me doing this? Like, all it's going to do is cause problems for myself. You know, it's going to trigger me if I message them, and so I'm just not going to do it. Fair enough. Yeah, it's somebody from the past. We have the Six of Cups underneath. You're curious, you know, you've had good memories with this person, with this connection here, and there's something has probably reminded you about them. You're feeling very nostalgic maybe recently, and something you saw was like reminded you of this person, so that kind of piqued your curiosity, if this is you. If it's not you, then it's their energy. About like, hey, I wonder what Gemini's been up to, or you're like, I wonder what they've been up to. But it's almost like you feel like it's not worth it. It's not worth, like, you know, poking that bear kind of thing. It might not be, but let's see. So where's this energy heading towards? If you continue to sort of ignore this and not do anything about it, where's this energy heading? This is all near future stuff. It's not like that far off. So energies can change. What is this? Oh, yeah. Chariot in reverse. Nothing. The Magician. I mean, nothing's gonna happen. I mean, duh, right? You don't do any. If you don't do anything, nothing's gonna happen here. You have to do it yourself. If you want something to happen here, then yeah, you're gonna have to put the work in. Yeah, it might. Yeah, I mean, there is a there. You might be feeling conflicted here in this near future because it's like, okay, well, this isn't going anywhere, and you might be feeling a little conflicted if you want it to go somewhere, because you are, you know. So if they message you, it's not really gonna go anywhere because you're not dealing with, the elephant in the room. If it's the other way around and you don't message them, obviously it's not going anywhere. But you might still feel like you want to. Like that urge is there. It went from a page to a magician here. Like that little page, where is he? Look, this little page with his little stick here. That's where you're at in the current energy. But then it could grow into this magician here. He's the sort of the want to do something here could increase here, and that could cause complications for you. All right, because the Chariot in reverse is also an energy of getting off track as well, getting off track on where you're going. So if this sits in here and you don't do anything about this, then you might feel a little off track here. Now, dealing with it doesn't mean contacting this person. I mean, it can be. That probably is like the easiest solution, is to get some closure that way. But also just, dealing with whatever it is that is triggering you about this situation, doing some inner work here. Yeah, I mean, there's just an avoidance of like, I don't want to do the inner work. Because it is tough, because you never know what's gonna happen. It might it could end up in a, whatever you want to call it, like a dark night of the soul type of thing going on here. It could just end up in something like that, where it just seems to get worse and worse and worse, and you got to get through it. And it's the process of it isn't that great sometimes, right? When you have to deal with these things, it's a lot of emotional pain to get through, but it is worth getting through. But yeah, I understand why anybody would not be jumping to want to deal with their issues, their emotional baggage, basically. All right, Cancer. Ace of Swords. You know whatever this is, what this is. Whatever this devil energy is that you are avoiding, it's like that you shouldn't avoid it. You know something here. Let's see. Cancer. That was really weird how it flipped out. The Ten of Cups. The Ace of Wands. Aces. King of Wands in reverse. So something didn't go your way here. I feel it's a relationship with the Ten of Cups here. It did not go the way that you wanted it to go, and it's like, I want a fresh start here. I don't know if it's with this person or you just want a fresh start, in general in life here. It's like, I want a fresh start here. It could be with this person though. No, King of Pentacles in reverse too. Yeah, it just didn't. Yeah, okay. I don't know if it's with this person or not, but whatever it is, it's like, it's really rocked you here, because it's like, it didn't go my way. There's a major entitlement energy here with The King of Wands and the King of Pentacles both in reverse. Like this is the worst side of both of these kings. This is ego, arrogance, entitlement, selfishness. This is bad. Because of this energy, it's like, I want a fresh start. I just want to start over again, which, you know, that makes sense. I want to start over again. Now, the thing is, you have to deal with this, though. If this is you, if this is your energy, it's like, well, you got to deal with this before you can start over again. But what I'm getting from this is, I know. I know I have to. If I want to be happy, I know I have to deal with this shit. Well, yeah, you know. Like, look at this. You know, you got to deal with this arrogance, this ego, the selfishness, the entitlement. You know. So what am I doing here? Like, what am I doing here if you know this shit? I don't know. All right. Well, if you know, then where is this going? Because if you know, it's like you know that you're avoiding something because you don't know what's going to happen, and you don't know if it's going to trigger you. You don't know. Like, you know it's going to trigger you. So you're avoiding it. You know you're avoiding it. You know you're being avoidant. But you also know it has to do with a relationship. It has to do with a relationship with somebody who made you happy. You know, it was a good relationship. I don't know specifics. I never do. And I won't ever know because they're general readings. And even in a personal reading, I don't get specifics. Spirit won't tell me exactly what. I'm not psychic. If I was psychic, then yeah, I guess I would know, but I'm not. Energy is just, it's just energy. Energy is not going to tell you specifically. It's more feelings. All right, so where is this heading? Since you know, Cancer. Eight of Cups. I'm walking away. Queen of Pentacles. This is you maturing. Now, when I say you're walking away, you're not walking away from this. No. You're walking away from the idea here of distracting yourself from this. I feel you are going to deal with this. Eventually, you will deal with this. Eventually, you know, this Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who is quite mature. Somebody here who has their head on their shoulders. Could put it that way. You know, they have a lot of common sense here. You're gonna get some common sense here, and it's gonna come probably from your past experiences. You know, you're gonna, you know, dig into the well here of that is your life and come to some sort of realization. You might be already realizing this since you know that this needs to be dealt with in a mature way. So I do feel that you are walking away from this, from the distraction here, towards the Nine of Cups, which is your happiness, which is basically freedom. I get that. It's like, I want to be free of this because the devil, you know, chains you down. It's like, I want to be free from this. So I do feel that you are going to deal with this eventually. I don't know when, but that's the energy here. You know, that's where it's heading towards. Okay. Leo. You have the Two of Wands. I'm getting a combative energy here. You know, the Two of Wands is like two paths. You can go two ways. It could go either way, right? And I feel like this is you trying to decide which way you want to go. What do you want to do? I feel like this is more of a fight within yourself that you're having here. Maybe, you know, it's just like, it's like, do I want to continue ignoring this, or do I want to deal with it? That's what it feels like. And there's two paths that you can go, and it's like you're really fighting with yourself on this here. That's what I get from that. Let's see what else. I do feel like you are going to make a decision though on what you want to do. But it's almost like even if you make a decision, you kind of fight yourself on that decision. It's like, okay, I've decided I'm not going to deal with this. I'm just going to do other things so I don't have to like think about it or deal with it. But then the other part of you is like, well, this isn't working for us kind of thing. It's like, maybe we should reconsider. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And the Knight of Wands in reverse. So the longer that you don't do anything here, the more it bothers you. You know, because you're not taking care of yourself here. You know, you're not giving yourself what you need here, which is to get rid of this devil energy. You know, you have to deal with it. And it's like the more that you kind of like, whatever, dilly-dally around this shit here and not do anything here, the more it's going to bother you, or has already. This is the energy, and this is why you're like fighting with yourself here on, it's like, well, I don't want to deal with this. It's like, fine, let's not deal with it. But then when you don't deal with it, you know, you start to like, it bothers you, and then you think, maybe I should deal with this. But then it's like, I don't want to deal with it. Yeah, this is back and forth energy with yourself. So where's this heading for you, Leo? Now, this could also be about a person that you are going back and forth about as well, with the Queen of Pentacles. There could be, the Queen of Pentacles is like the ideal partner here, and in reverse, it's like there's a block here from them. It's like either you don't have them, or they're an actual person, or it's the idea of them. There's that energy here as well. So I just thought, you know, I just throw that out there. Okay. So okay. Night. I was like, where is this heading? Okay, nothing. You're still not going to do anything here, at least in the near future. Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands in reverse. You're not very motivated to do anything here. It kind of feels a little bit like you need a little bit of a kick in the butt in order for you to do something here. I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm just saying that, like, you're just going to be like, well, until I have to do, absolutely have to do something about this, then I will. But for right now, if I don't have to do, if it's not like a pressing issue or a pressing matter, then I'm not going to do anything about it. That's what this feels like. So it's like you're watching the situation, and it's like, well, if it gets too bad, then I guess I'll do something. But right now I can deal with it, and okay, I guess, Leo, if you can deal with it right now, then fine, then don't deal with it. Yeah, but yeah, the Knight of Pentacles just kind of is like, I'm just gonna wait until I see a better opportunity. Until it's almost like if you are busy in your life, who was this that was like that? Aries. Very similar to Aries energy here. Fire signs unite. It's almost like, well, I've got a lot of, like, it could be like there are a lot of other things going on in your life right now, and it's like, okay, well, this hasn't like gotten out of hand yet, so I'm just gonna keep an eye on it. But if I see an opportunity to kind of like, you know, do something about it, then I will. Or if it gets out of control, then I will. But like, I don't need to deal with it right now. That's what it feels like. I don't know. I'm not like, yeah, I'm not gonna go further, but I'm gonna tell you that I get a weird feeling from that. I don't get a feeling that that's okay. I get a feeling like this might blow up in your face. I'm just saying. That's just, I mean, I'm not clarifying or anything. I'm just saying that is the feeling that I get. This might just blow up in your face. Okay. But anyways, what do I know? Virgo. Hierophant. Ooh, it's the first major arcana here. I mean, it's it is a sticking to your guns type of energy here. I do feel that you are learning some things here about yourself. It is, I mean, it's not bad. It's not completely like terrible. Um, mm, I mean, there is something here about not wanting to step out of line here, because it's like, okay, it's like you're not dealing with something here, like you're just kind of distracting yourself from the elephant in the room here, and part of that energy is making you on the straight and narrow kind of thing. Like, this is the energy of somebody here who does not want to step out of line, somebody here who follows all the rules, who obeys all the laws, you know, someone who makes sure they got all their buttons buttoned up, all their zippers zipped up, you know, their shirts tucked in, and, you know, ties tied tight. If you know, if you, like, I'm just thinking of, it reminds me of, like, you know, I mean, I don't know, I don't have personal experience, but, you know, in the military, where your uniform, your uniform has, everything has to be in its place, right? It's like you have to wear your uniform a certain way, everything has to be buttoned up a certain way, it has to be, you know, tucked in, and all of that. That's what this energy is like. I don't want to step out of line. That's what it feels like. So it's like, I'm not going to deal with this right now. I'm going to leave that. But I don't want to make it worse. So I'm just going to, like, stay in line here. I'm going to do everything right. I'm going to follow everything to a T. As long as it doesn't go to an extreme, I don't think that's a bad thing. Like I said, I also get that you've learned some things here. So, but it's like, it's almost like all the little things around this you've learned, but you haven't tackled the big one yet. There's the big one that you haven't tackled yet. And it kind of feels like you're biding your time a little bit here. It's like, I don't want to step out of line, but biding your time here, because I'm not really getting an energy that you're not going to ever deal with this, because I get that this learning energy of, okay, let's just see what else is going on here, Virgo. You might be kind of in this energy of, like, sort of analyzing what's going on before you really, like, tackle whatever this is. Getting all your ducks in a row type of thing. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, no, you seriously are. With the Hierophant, again, Hierophant and the Hierophant. Like, you might be going a little on the extreme side of this, but it's still upright. So it's not too bad. We have the Four of Wands in reverse here. It feels like this is not who you usually are, though, in your life. That this is, like, different. Star in reverse. Okay, so there's something in your life that just did not go the way, or isn't going the way that you had wanted it to go, in a sense here. There's something here that you had hope in. You haven't lost all hope here. The energy of the star is still here, but it hasn't, like, there's been a disruption here. This could be in a relationship with somebody, and something didn't go right in this relationship, but there's still a little bit of hope here, but most of it, it's like, so whatever didn't go right in this relationship, I feel like there's something big here that you haven't dealt with here, and that you're just kind of, you know, distracting yourself now. But I do feel like you're willing to learn. You're willing to learn, but it just feels like you need to get all your ducks in a row first. I don't know what that means. You know, take it as it resonates for you. But it just almost feels like I have to do some stuff on my side first before I can deal with this. So if it's with a person, this could be like a talk that you need to have with a person here, like a serious conversation. But you're kind of avoiding that conversation until you've got some other shit in your life, like all like, because I mean, this is your life kind of right now. You want to be a little more stable here before you bring up this topic here. This can be that energy as well. You might have gotten some sage advice from somebody about this, you know, like, don't just jump into this, you know, make sure you're ready for this, you know, make sure both of you, if it deals with another person, you're both ready for this conversation here, or whatever this is. Okay, so all of this, I'm gonna like play by the rules here, make sure I got all my ducks in a row. Energy, where is this leading? I swear, if you give me another Hierophant, like no, if another Hierophant comes out, then it's just, things are just moving the same way. Nothing has really changed, but you might, yeah, okay. We'll cross that bridge if we get there. I don't think another Hierophant will come out. So where is this energy heading? The Magician. Okay, you are eventually gonna do something here. 7 of Cups. But there's a little bit of a but here. You have options on how you can go about doing this. And I feel like that's because of this sort of prepared energy that you're in right now, that you're trying to like get all your ducks in a row, make sure everything is right, make sure, you know, like that you're following the rules here. You're gonna have a lot of options on how you approach this. So if it is a conversation, you're gonna have a lot of options on what it is you want to do. Now, it might stop you a little bit here because you might get a little lost in your head about, okay, so what if I did this? What if I said that? What if I said this? What if I said that? Like, you might be playing out a lot of scenarios in your head on, okay, so if I do it this way, this is what could happen. If I say this, then this is what could happen. Like, there's a lot of scenarios here that you might be playing in your head. Just make sure you don't get caught up too much in this and playing like the what if game and daydreaming. But I don't feel like that is going to be I feel like eventually, you know, you are going to make some sort of plan here, at least some sort of plan here to do something about this. You're going to take some action here. Yeah, I mean, the Sun here in reverse, it really is just because you don't really know everything. I mean, of course, nobody knows everything. You don't know how it's going to turn out. So yeah, you start playing the what if game in your head. Yeah, just be careful that doesn't overwhelm you. But I do feel, because this is major arcana, those are major arcana, that is major arcana, like this, there's a lot of major arcana here, that there's a very strong indication that this is where it's going to go and it's not going to waver too much for you, Virgo. Okay, all right, Libra. We have the 4 of Coins in reverse. So this energy here, it makes you feel kind of insecure. I'll put it that way. It makes you feel like you might feel like you're missing something here as well. Like you don't have something that in your life, I guess. Like, I'm getting like just kind of like there's a hole, like a void here. I need a little bit more on that. I have to sneeze. Allergies, dude. The 6 of Wands keeps coming up. 6 of Wands. And this 4 of Wands keeps coming up. I swear, you hear me shuffling. I am shuffling. The same energies keep coming up. Libra. Yeah, it's like you're looking at the things that you don't have in your life. Because, I mean, oh my gosh, dude. Dude, look at all these cards. What do they have in common? You have the 6 of Wands, it's a marriage. We have the 4 of Wands, there's a couple having a picnic, and we have the Lovers in reverse. Are they like a cemetery? Okay, well, there are 3 people there. I feel that there's a third energy here, and this is very similar to Gemini. Look, air signs unite. Very similar to Gemini's energy here, where I feel that there's another person here that you have your eye on, you know, that you've been watching here, not in a weird stalkery way, okay? I know a lot of readers are like, oh, stalking and all that. I'm like, this isn't a weird stalker. This like almost you have admiration for this person. You know, you recognize this person's, like, what they do, their achievements here. Like, you just recognize what this person has done, or you recognize that this person is just somebody here who just seems pretty awesome. Somebody here who, you know, gets things done, or somebody who, if they're in a relationship with somebody else, or you've seen them in relationships with other people, it's like you've seen them, how they act when they're in relationships with other people, and that's caught your eye. You're like, you know, this person seems to be like a good partner here, and it's like, you know, I would like that sort of stability. I would like somebody like this person. Now, I'm not saying it's this person exactly. I don't know. I'm not getting like a strong person. I feel like this is more the idea, you know, the idea of this happy union here, and that you're feeling like that's missing here in your life. But there's just some shadow energy here that you're not dealing with. You're just like, I don't want to deal with this right now, but you feel this. I mean, I feel it's connected. You know, it has something to do. It could be, maybe it's a trigger from a past relationship. There's something that's holding you back from this, from getting like a happy union here, but you're not dealing with it. And I feel like it might have been for a while that you haven't been dealing with this. Let's see where this energy is heading for you, Libra. See, Four of Wands in reverse. I don't think it's gonna get better before it might get worse here. Okay, we have Temperance. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Like, fucking Alice doesn't know shit. Wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Yes, there's definitely something about the past here. I feel like you might make peace with your past here if this continues. And when I say make peace, like make peace with this energy that, see, it's not actually that great. Because what I'm getting here is like making peace that, you know, maybe love isn't for me. That's what I'm getting for this. You know, maybe I won't ever find this other person, my other half. Maybe I won't ever have this happy union here. So I'm just going to make peace with that. Again, you're not dealing with this though. I think that you need to deal with this. Because this isn't good. You know, it's this instability. You know, it's not this. This is the opposite of like happy new beginnings here, and relationships and happiness and celebration and all that. No, this is a downer. This is just you just almost like accepting it. Accepting that union, a connection, a relationship is not in the cards for me. But this is just you. You have to deal with this, and I think like it has a lot to do with this. There's something in your past that is making you feel this way. There's something that you are stuck on in your past, some sort of resentment, or something that happened, some sort of bad memory that happened in your past that is making you feel like, you know what, maybe this is just the way it's supposed to be, kind of energy. I would not ignore the shadow work here. I don't know where it's moving on from that, but yeah. Okay. Scorpio. Ace of Coins. Dude. Cancer. Cancer got an Ace of Swords. You got an Ace of Coins. Look at water signs unite. I mean, I'm sure the earth signs are uniting as well. Okay, Ace of Coins. This is, I mean, it is a bit of just going with the flow here. It's letting things play out naturally. Yeah, okay. So it's like I'm not gonna deal with this right now, and I'm just gonna leave it and see what happens. You know, the Ace of Coins is very much like, I'm just gonna like plant the seed and I'll just walk away and leave and just kind of see, you know, just leave it alone. Just see what happens. That's what I'm getting from this. I don't know how long that has been going on for. Let's get some more energy from that, Scorpio. A little bit more energy. Knight of Swords in reverse. What is this? 9 of Swords in reverse. I think you're jumping the gun a little bit here. Yeah, I think that you don't have to deal with this. Or at least you don't have to deal with it right now. It can be anything. So, example. This could be something like, you know, marriage. Okay, maybe you're young. Maybe you're pretty young here, and you're just thinking like, you know, if you have some sort of commitment issues, perhaps, maybe you're like, you know what, I don't have to think about that right now. We'll just see where it goes here. Like, yeah, it's not really my concern right now. It's like, I'm pretty young. I got a lot of time. I don't have to think about marriage. I don't have to think about families and kids and commitment and all of that. I'm not going to think about it right now. I'm just going to distract myself, and I'm just going to, like, whatever, date a lot of people. And, you know, I'm just going to, you know, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. I'll see when I get there. That's what this feels like. You know, apply it to whatever situation. I'm just trying to explain the energy here. It just feels like somebody jumping the gun here. You know, the 9 of Swords in reverse. It's like you feel like, I've dealt with it. I've dealt with the issue, but you haven't, because it's still here. But you feel like you have. You feel like you've dealt with the issue, and this Knight of Swords in reverse is just somebody who's just like, okay, I did it. Let's go. I'm done. It reminds me of somebody who, like, you know, like, I know, like, everybody's had this one person when they're in class and, like, you get a test, right? Everybody gets a test, and then the teacher is like, okay, so you have an hour to do the test, and they're like, your time starts now, and you flip over the test, and everybody starts, you know, doing the test. 10-15 minutes after that, somebody gets up and hands in their test, and they leave. And you're just like, what the fuck? There's no way. Because you know what they did. Because it's a multiple choice test. And they just probably went C, 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 C. And just like went through and just randomly picked a bunch of shit. And then was like, yeah, okay, I did it. That's good enough. And then they gave the test in. And they just kind of like, well, we'll see what I get. And it's like, that's not the point of a test, right? The point of the test is to test you on your knowledge. Not for you to guess and see if you're right. Kind of thing. Or like whatever, a computer lab. I've had that happen. Like, you know, you sit down and then like somebody sat down for 10 minutes and then they got up and you're like, are you fucking kidding me? There's no fucking way. So it feels like that, this energy of, well, I did it, you know, I figured it out, I'm done. I figured out all my problems, all the pain that I had here. It's done. It's not. You know, the 10 of Swords in reverse. It's not. You haven't resolved shit. But it's like, I did it. I feel like I did it. Let's go. Let's move on. Let's forget about this. Okay, let's see. Where is this energy heading? Because, okay, Scorpio. Where is this energy heading towards? I mean, it might be okay. I don't think it will be okay, but it you know, maybe it's okay to just bury it deep. That's what I get. with this Ace of Coins. Burying it deep. I'll dig it up later, you know. Sometimes they come up later. Man, I just like had like wanting to watch The Gate. The old horror movie. Because I was just thinking about burying things. I was thinking about burying things in a backyard. Isn't that like, I don't know, it's been so long. Like, I don't even know why this popped up into my head. I have not thought about that movie in forever. I think it's called The Gate, but I'm thinking like The Gate 2. I don't even know why. I don't even remember. I don't even remember what the fucking movie is about. I just remember there was a backyard, a family's house, and they dug something up in the backyard, and I think it's like a gate to the underworld or something like that. I don't know. Maybe that means something, maybe it doesn't. But that just popped up into my head, so I will tell you about it. No filter when I'm like channeling. Ah, see? The world in reverse. Unfinished business. It's not going away. This is the universe saying, Scorpio, you didn't solve shit here. This is still here. Yeah, Ace of Wands. You jumped the gun here. Ace of Wands. Yeah, unfinished business here, and it's like you're gonna have to start over again. Again, another ace. Aces. Yeah, told you. Water signs unite. You're just gonna have to start over again because it's unfinished. You think that you've buried it and that it's done, it's gone, out of sight, out of mind. No, it's gonna come up again. And you're gonna have to deal with it, but now you're gonna have to start over. You can't start off where you left off. You're gonna have to start over. Okay. Sagittarius. 10 of Coins in reverse. This makes you feel uneasy as fuck. All I got from this was I don't feel great. I feel uneasy. I feel uncomfortable. It is insecurities, but it's like, it's more than that. It's like a really uneasy feeling. You know, having this loom over you and not dealing with it is kind of creating this uneasy energy around you. I mean, that's all I get from that. Just feels uncomfortable. Okay, what else? Sagittarius. Page of Swords, but also, oh, another page. Page of Cups. I was gonna say, is there another page? Oh no, 2 of Swords. Oh, 2 people. 2 people. 2 swords. I mean, there definitely is. You are turning a blind eye to whatever this is. Whatever you need to deal with over here, you are ignoring it. But with the 2 of Swords, it's like, you know kind of what you should do. Like the 2 of Swords is, because the 2 of Swords is about your mind, intellect, knowledge, but yeah, like it has to do with your brain and thinking logically and all of that. And it's like, you know kind of what would be the right choice to make here, what would be the logical choice to make here, but you're choosing to not see it. You're choosing to ignore things here and not make any decision here. You know, choosing to distract yourself from this. I feel like probably what the right choice is to deal with this, but it's like, you know, logically you should deal with that, whatever this is, whatever that devil energy is. You should probably deal with it, but, you know, the elephant in the room, but you're not. You're choosing to ignore it. I mean, that's the overall energy here. Now these pages, there may be 2 people that you're dealing with here. It's, well, see, the thing is, there are 2 people, okay, and that's what I'm gonna leave it at that. There are 2 people. I don't know about these 2 people. There are 2 people, but this is your energy. This is you feeling split, okay? there are two sides of you. There's the side of, do I want to follow my heart? You know, the Page of Cups is somebody here who follows their heart, follows their intuition. Or we have the Page of Swords here. Do I want to, you know, follow something that I have had my eye on? You know, the Page of Swords thinks that he knows shit. He thinks that he knows everything. The Page of Swords is a fucking know-it-all. He thinks he knows everything there is to know about a situation here, but he knows shit. He doesn't know what he doesn't know, right? So there, it's like you're split here. It's like, do I follow my intuition, or do I follow what I think that I know, but I don't know everything? So you're like, okay, this is what's making you feel uncomfortable. And this is why you're having such a hard time, you know, making a decision, making a solid decision here. You know what probably is the right decision here, but, you know, the right decision isn't always the decision that we want to make here. There are too many people involved in this as well. I'm going to tell you that now, because behind this Two of Swords, we have a King of Pentacles in reverse, we have a Queen of Wands in reverse, we have a King of Swords in reverse, we have a King of Wands. The King of Wands is probably you, so there's you, and then there's a Queen of Wands. There's a counterpart here in reverse who is not dealing with things right, and then we have two kings here. There's a lot of fucking people involved. So many people. And then there's things that then there are probably other people that you don't know that are also involved. Okay, like I don't know, there's too many people involved in this situation, so there's too many energies, too much. You might have too many people whispering in your ear. I'll say that. Follow your intuition. You can't go wrong with that, honestly. Take it from me, from experience. You really can't go wrong with following your intuition. I mean, things might not always turn out the way that you thought or want, but I feel that you'll feel better, you know, in your soul, at the very least. Okay, where's this heading? Where's this craziness heading? Oh, 7 Cups. Oh, it's gonna get more confusing. Dude. Yeah, 10 of Wands in reverse, 7 of Cups. This shit, you're gonna get way more confused if you don't deal with this shit. If you just let this fly, just bury it, ignore it, whatever, distract yourself, you are just gonna get hella confused. Why did I say hella? I never say that. I'm not from fucking California. But you're just gonna get so confused. It's just, I told you, there's too many people involved, too many cooks in the kitchen, and it's just gonna become overwhelming. Yeah, look, underneath the 10 of Swords. Okay, yeah, there might be pain here. The 10 of Wands in reverse is the Knight of Swords. Too many people are going to come at you and tell you what's on their mind. Tell you, you know, their truth. Trying to convince you like that their way is the best way. You're going to hear a lot of sides about whatever situation you're dealing with here. You're going to hear so many things. And it's just, you're just going to get overwhelmed. You're going to get overwhelmed. You're not going to know who to believe. You're not going to know who to believe. You're not going to know what's real, what's not real, what's truth, what's not truth. And you're just going to get fucking confused. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the solution is for you, Sagittarius, but that's in your current energy. All right, Capricorn. Page of Swords. Speaking of pages, Page of Swords in reverse. All I get from this is that's bullshit. Okay, fine. It's bullshit. Whatever this is, the elephant in the room. Okay, apparently Capricorn, you feel like it might be bullshit. Maybe it is. I don't know. I doubt it though, because it's a page. Pages don't know shit. Not saying you don't know shit. I'm sure there are lots of things that you know, but in this situation here, yeah, no, you don't. No, this is also making excuses here. It's like it's bullshit. You're just making excuses to not deal with the devil in the room, the elephant in the room. Just excuses. Okay. What is the energy here for you, Capricorn? Okay. Temperance. Wheel of Fortune. I feel like this is something that's been going on for a long time, or for a while here. I'll just put that there. I feel like you've almost like made peace with the fact that like you're it's like you've made peace with knowing that you don't know things like that, because the page, I mean, you can also be, yeah, it's so weird. Six of Cups. Something about your past here. Something about your past here has, it's like you've changed the way that you see it. And it's like you've made peace with it. It does feel like you've lied to yourself a little bit here to make peace with something. In order for you to feel better about something here, you've kind of like lied to yourself about it. Made some sort of excuse or assumptions, because the Page of Swords will lie through his fucking teeth, because the Page of Swords just doesn't know shit. Whatever this devil energy is, like, I'm gonna explain it the best way that I can. It's like not the reason, but you're not dealing with this, and one of the reasons, I guess, it's not a reason, but like one of the factors here is that you're not dealing with it because you've convinced yourself that it's not an issue, that it's a non-issue here. That's what I'm getting here. So it's like you're doing other things. You're not paying attention to this anymore because you feel like you don't have to anymore. It's like, I've moved on from it. You've basically like swept this under the rug. Okay. It's like, it is a bit of a delusional type of energy here. Okay, where's this energy heading if we keep this swept under the rug? Hierophant in reverse. Queen of Pentacles. I feel like eventually this is gonna stop. Eventually you're gonna see things. Yeah. I was like, why is this gonna stop? Tower. Because the Hierophant here in reverse, it's like you're gonna change the way you see your beliefs here are going to change. Like whatever's been going on, because like I said, you've convinced yourself that this doesn't matter, that I'm fine. Basically, this is basically the I'm fine, like I'm totally fine. It's like you're not fine, but you've convinced yourself that you don't have to deal with this, that it's been dealt with, even though it hasn't been dealt with. And eventually this Hierophant in reverse, it's going, there's a breaking point here. Perhaps somebody might give you some sort of advice here that you're resistant of. Maybe they try to help you. When I say somebody, this is like an expert. This could be like a therapist or something, or a professional of some sort, in whatever the situation is, that kind of breaks that sort of belief that you have, this belief that you've dealt with it, this belief that, you know, you found peace, that you're okay. Yeah, this does feel like there might be somebody in your life that might kind of shatter that sort of delusion here. And when that shatters, you know, that's what you get. The Tower here. The Tower happens. Towers are perceptions. You know, towers are rude awakenings. basically here. And that's what this is. It's like your belief, what you believe in is just going to be completely turned upside down here. But from this tower, you know, there is a sense of a Queen of Pentacles. It is a bit of a freeing tower. What the hell is going on? Oh, I was like, those look like tendrils or whatever. It looks like, I don't know, noodles or something, but it's just fire. But yeah, it's going to with this Queen of Pentacles, it will help you. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles is somebody here who finds her value. She knows her value, you know, common sense here, all that. She can take care of herself. I do feel like there's a certain amount of freedom that comes from this, because the Queen of Pentacles she's independent as fuck. She don't need anybody else. She can do it herself. And I feel that from this tower, that is where this is going. You know, that's the underlying energy. So that's kind of what breaks this belief here. So okay, I mean, fine, believe your illusions, whatever, your delusions if you want for now, Capricorn, but it's going to break. Somebody here might tell you something, or you might learn something, and it will break and shatter, but it does seem you will come out the other side okay. Now, towers aren't fun to go through though, so yeah, so it's not like, oh, I'm telling you kind of like the end of the story a little bit here. I'm like, yeah, the between parts probably aren't going to be fun. So Aquarius, 9 of coins. I mean, it is I was gonna say it is a bit of a delusional type of energy, sort of. I mean, 9s are rewards, like completions here. You may be feeling like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that you're ignoring this completely. I think that you're just taking a break. That's what this feels like. Because I'm like, I don't get like delusion off of it. I get that you're aware of the devil or the elephant in the room here, but it's like there's something in your life that you're just kind of enjoying the moment of. It's like, I'm just going to enjoy it for what it is. It almost feels like, you know, that if this is a conversation, like, I don't remember who I was saying that for, but if this is a conversation that you have to have with someone, it's almost like you just kind of want to enjoy what you have right now, before this happens. It's like knowing that there is something that needs to be dealt with in a situation. There's that elephant in the room, and that you're just kind of distracting yourself for now, and you're just kind of enjoying what this situation is right now, before you have to deal with this. Let's get some more energy. It is an appreciative energy. So let's see. Queen of Wands in reverse. Ooh, the Empress. Yeah, there's definitely a person here. The Empress. This is somebody here. So, the Empress. Yeah, okay. There's that 4 of Wands in reverse again. The Empress. This is somebody here who you put in high regard. I'll put it that way. This is somebody here you have, I'm trying to find the words, like, yes, respect, but okay, like the Empress, this is somebody here who, okay, you could have a crush on this person, fine, I'll put that out there, but the Empress is like somebody, it's not just like any other crush. Like, this is somebody here that you know, respect in a way. Like, this is somebody who you might put them a bit on a pedestal, I don't know, but there's just something about the Empress. You know, an Empress is very attracting because she's kind, she's giving, she's supportive, she's loving, she's creative, she creates things, she's abundant, she has a lot of this to offer, she has a lot to offer, and you know, she's very independent. You know, the Empress is all the queens together. She is, you know, she's the shit basically here. So what I'm seeing here though with the Five of Pentacles, there may have been some falling out here with this Empress, that you might have lost this Empress at some point here, because the Four of Wands also here in reverse, you know, this, you may have been in a relationship with them and it didn't go well, and you may have felt this loss with them. The Queen of Wands in reverse. I feel like this Empress, there's something about this Queen of Wands in reverse. It almost feels like you're just waiting for the, like, the what do you call it? Like, what's the saying? Like the boot to drop or whatever. Like, it's like you're just waiting for it to go to shit kind of thing. So it's almost like your energy here is like, I'm appreciating what's going on now, because this Empress, you feel, is actually pissed off that this Empress isn't being, you know, genuine or something. I don't know. It just feels like there's an energy here that okay, it could go two ways. So it's either that this Empress is, you feel like they may be pissed off and you're just going to enjoy things as they are right now. You might be enjoying your freedom right now, your independence right now, before you have to deal with that, whatever this shit is. There's also an energy here that this Empress is showing her true colors here, in whatever way that means. I think it's more, you know, in the Empress energy here, that this could be you seeing this person as the Empress now, that maybe you thought that, you know, there was a lot that they were hiding from you, and now they're being a little more authentic here, a little more real here, and now you see this Empress underneath, and there's a sense of appreciation here, of gratitude for that. But again, it still is, I'm going to appreciate this while I can before this happens, before I deal with this. So if it's a conversation, then it's like, I'm just going to appreciate what's going on now before I have this conversation, because that Empress might actually get pissed off at me. Okay. Where is this heading? Where is this energy heading for Aquarius? There is a conversation that is going to happen. We have the Page of Wands. Ooh, and yeah, there might be a bit of an argument. Now, fives aren't that bad. Fives are necessary for change to happen. Yeah, what might happen is somebody's going to reveal some sort of truth here. Yeah, the Ace of Swords also. There may have been a misunderstanding, and somebody's going to set the record straight here, and that might lead to some conflict. This could lead to some sort of argument here, or just not seeing things eye to eye here. It doesn't have to be a full-blown argument here, but it will facilitate some sort of change here, and changes aren't always bad. This isn't a big deal though. It's only fives. Fives aren't really that big a deal, so it might not even be that big of a deal, to be honest. And but I do feel that there will be some sort of conversation here. Pages are, you know, talking, communication here, and I feel what might happen is your curiosity might get the best of you here. Because he's looking this way, and I feel like he's looking towards all of this shit here. So some of this devil energy might be, I'm getting obsession, addiction. It could be to this Empress, because the Empress is quite attracting. It's not abnormal, I feel, for there to be an obsessive energy attached to an empress. So I mean that could be it as well. But yeah, I do feel like there's some sort of conversation happening here, and it might not go. Yeah, change. I told you. Look, 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 look. Change, 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 change. Something's gonna change here. I don't think it doesn't feel like bad, because it's only fives, right? And even though death is there, it's like, yeah, there is a transformation happening here, but it feels like it's good, like it's a good transformation. At least for you, Aquarius, it feels like a good transformation. I get positive energy from that. Okay, Pisces. Pisces. You have the Nine of Cups in reverse. This is like one of my favorite cards in this deck. It wasn't like when I first started using this deck, but then it kind of grew on me. It's got Ursula here with, she's finally gotten King Triton's trident, and she's fine. She's gotten everything that she wants. She's like, I got the crown, I got the trident, I'm the fucking like queen of the seas. I got everything that I wanted. Wish granted. I don't know. I like that interpretation. Anyways, Knight of Cups in reverse. So I do feel that is similar for you, Pisces. Right now, in the current energy, you may feel like you do have everything that you wanted. But there's a but. I don't know exactly what that but is, but there's something. It could be something missing. It could be that maybe, you know, sometimes when we get everything that we wanted, it doesn't turn out the way that we thought it was. Like, for example, you know how sometimes like there's always like limited edition stuff, right? Whatever, whether it's clothing or like food or whatever, and or collectibles, I don't know, and you see it and you're like, damn, like I want that, like, oh, I wish I had that, I want that, and like you think it looks so cool, and then you get it, and then it's just not like it. I mean, it is what it is, but like you just, now that you have it, it's like it doesn't hit the same way like that you thought it was going to. It's like, oh, I got it, but I'm not really as happy about it as I thought I was gonna be. Maybe there's just something off with it. Like maybe the fabric is weird. Like maybe the fabric isn't like really like breathable or something. So it's like, okay, if it's a connection, it can be maybe you get with somebody and you're like, okay, we're in a relationship and it's cool and this is everything that I wanted, but maybe there's just some little things that you kind of didn't really foresee. Like maybe, you know, maybe this person, they loves you. What, oh my gosh, they love you too much, and you're just kind of like, you know, I like it, and it's not like too smothering, but it's just kind of like, I don't know, maybe that's not really like, it's not really kind of what I wanted. Like it's just a little different. I don't know. It is kind of a complaining energy, kind of like, what are you complaining about? It does feel kind of like first world problems, not gonna lie. Yeah, so okay. Let's see what else, what other energies are around this for you, Pisces. I mean, it probably is because of this that you're not dealing with this, that this has been like, you know, you've just kind of pushed it to the side, and that's probably why this doesn't feel quite right. Going back to the overall energy. Yeah, Seven of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, something just doesn't sit right about this energy. And I feel like you're trying to be really honest with yourself, because this is something that you wanted, and you're really like looking at it, and it's like you might be picking it apart a little bit too much. Like, I'll be honest, you might be being a little bit picky about this. Oh, there's the Magician and the Empress. Yeah, this is something you manifested. Empress, Magician, like these are both powerful energies. I feel like these are both you. You know, the Empress attracts things, the Magician manifests things. This is you. You manifested this, and now you got it, and you're looking at it like, and I don't think there's anything wrong with whatever it is. I think it's more you. It's not like what if it's a relationship. It's not the person in the relationship. It's you, because you haven't dealt with this. That's why this feels weird. That's why it's like there's something not right about it. There's something off about it. You know, you're trying to like kind of figure it out here, and it's like, what's wrong with it? And it's you, because there's something here. There's some sort of devil energy, some sort of devil elephant that you haven't dealt with, that you've been distracting yourself with, from dealing with. So let's see, if you continue to distract yourself from it, where's this energy heading? Okay, 2 cards. We have the 8 of Wands in reverse, and we have the 4 of Cups with 4 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel that, I mean, there are delays and setbacks here. I feel that you might just try to ignore it and try to just press on, but you won't be able to press on, because this feels like, you know, I don't know really what's wrong, but, you know, I'm just gonna go with it and I'm just gonna ignore it. But what's gonna happen is it's just gonna slow things down here for you, and you might yeah, there's that 9 of Cups in reverse again. It's like with this 4 of Pentacles in reverse, it's like feeling overly protective of this. It's like you know there's something wrong, but it's like, well, I'm not going to like really deal with it. I mean, we've got 2 4s here. It's like it's not stable, and I'm not really gonna like deal with it. I just feel like you're just ignoring it. Like, you want to protect it, you want to keep it, whatever it is, even with its faults, but that's not, like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. Whatever this 9 of Cups is, there's nothing actually wrong with it. It's you. it's you. You have to deal with this. So I mean, if you don't deal with it, then you're just going to ignore things and just kind of feel like you need to protect whatever this is. Like if it's a relationship, then you feel like you have to protect this relationship, and you're just going to ignore the problems. But I feel like you might have to put a mirror on yourself. I feel like the problems aren't with this. If it's a relationship, it's not with a relationship. There's something that you haven't dealt with. That's why it's important to deal with our shadow, to do our inner work, to deal with our shadow stuff. It's not as like time consuming, I guess. Well, I guess it can be time consuming. It's not as difficult, I feel, as people make it out to be. You know, you hear it a lot. Work on your shadow work. Do your inner shadow work. And it's like, what the fuck does that mean? It's like, reflect. You know, now is a good time with Mercury in retrograde. Reflect, review. You know, look at the things that have happened. You know, and, you know, write it down. You know, journal it or something, and just kind of go over what happened, how you felt about it, and, you know, how it's affected you, and all of this stuff. Like, try not to overthink it, obviously, but like try to kind of figure out, like, you know, what went wrong and all that. Like, I mean, I'm not telling you how to do this, only you can really figure that out, and there are probably other videos that will, you know, kind of guide you more to doing it, but it really isn't as, I guess, difficult as maybe people think it is. You know, it really is just kind of looking back and, you know, because sometimes things change and you don't look back at these things after you've changed. And yeah, okay, anyways, I don't want to make this any longer. Let's see anything else that Spirit wants to add. Any other messages? Okay, strength. We have strength. We have the Chariot. And we have the Page of Pentacles. And we have the Queen of Swords. Crossed by the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Overall, you know, Spirit is about, you know, learning about the truth, you know, finding out the truth here. There may be some delay that's going on here until you find the truth. There's something here that is being blocked. So there's some sort of opportunity here. I mean, obviously it's different for everybody, but there's some like really good potential here, really good potential opportunity here that's being blocked until you find the truth, until you figure some truth out here. Okay, that's the overall energy here. That will allow you to move forward, to be forward on the path that you should be on, you know, your whatever, your soul's true purpose, whatever you want to call it, or just moving forward in general in whatever the situation is, or just in your life, being able to move forward, but move forward where you feel more in control. It's like, it's not like you're just, it's all craziness, like you know where you're going type of energy here. You know, having the strength, the inner strength, gathering that inner strength, and that inner strength to move towards things that are new to you. The Page of Pentacles is an energy of things that you haven't experienced before, new territory here, and you might be feeling a little hesitant to go into this new territory because you don't feel fully confident in yourself. You know, with strength here, there's a little bit of like needing to like psych yourself up a little bit here to move towards something that is the unknown a little bit. It's not unknown, but it's just, it's new territory. You've never been here before. You've never experienced this before. There's a lot for you to learn here. And, you know, but you will, but it is where you should be going. I mean, you should be going into this new direction here. This is a new direction for you here, but it has potential as long as you know, you find the truth, you seek out the truth, you know what's going on. There's a like a willingness to want to understand things here, and also to be kind of like strategic as well, to kind of plan your steps. Now, like, you don't have to like plan a lot, but just kind of know where you're going, what you're doing here, and just kind of not like going too much blind. Like, don't go blind, like keep your eyes open kind of thing, even though there's still a lot for you to learn. And yeah, okay, I mean, that's just that's the message here from Spirit, and that is the reading for this weekend. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you found this, you know, interesting or insightful or useful in any way, I do appreciate it if you could like, share, or subscribe. That helps me a lot, so thank you for those that have. And yeah, good luck with this energy, and take care, and I will talk to you later. Bye.